want to show you how to take your proper body measurements. So what we are going to do now is to get our body measurements, which I'm going to use for our classes. So what I want to get now is a bust. So what you first of all do, you get a bust, your bust measurement, and it should go across your bust. It should pass through your nipple point, which is your bust. So after getting your bust measurement, what you are going to do now, you are going to get the front arc of your bust. So we are going to need front arc. So tell your client to put her hand like this. So you are going to get from the side. So now we are dividing our cloth back and front. So to get our front view, I'm going to get front arc. So you are going to get your front arc, which is from here, the front view, getting your front arc. Then what you have for your front arc, you are going to get your bust circumference minus your front arc. So what you have left, that is for your back arc. So make sure you have those measurements intact. So after getting that, what you're going to get next is your under bust circumference. So your under bust circumference is also going to pass through your under bust. It is going to pass through your, it should not be tight, it should sit, it should relax at the under bust. It should be at your exact under bust shape, not tight. If it is tight, it won't work. It should just relax at the under bust. You must make sure you feel it relaxing at your under bust. So after getting your under bust, what you are going to do now is to get your under bust length. And to get your under bust length, you're going to get from your shoulder to your under bust. Your shoulder to your under bust. And make sure when you want to take measurements of your client, they must put on bra. That is very important. Your client must put on bra to get your accurate body measurement. So after getting your bust, after getting your under bust length, what you are going to get next is your bust point. So your bust point, it is going to sit on your nipple point. Your bust point is going to sit on your nipple point. After getting your measurement from your shoulder to your bust point, from that point, you are going to bring your tape down like this to get your bust radius. After getting your bust length, which is your under bust length, you're going to get your bust point and your bust radius. So your bust point is your nipple point. Your bust radius is from your nipple point to your under bust. I'm trying to repeat it so that you get what I'm saying clear. So after getting your bust radius, what you're going to get now is your neck to shoulder. This measurement is very important. Getting your neck to your shoulder is very important when you want to make something like turtleneck, or how open you want the side of your neck to be. It's very important. So what you are going to do now, for this case now, it is when you want to make for turtleneck, you're going to get from this point. So just turn like this. Thank you. So from this point, you get to this point here. So what I have here now from my neck to my shoulder is 5.5. So your shoulder is this point here. If you do your hand, tell your client to do like this. There is one hole. There you will see hole there. Well, there are some people you can't find that hole. But this point here is your shoulder, which is your shoulder bone. If you touch here, you see your shoulder bone. That is your shoulder. So after getting your neck to shoulder, what you're going to get next is your neck circumference. You're going to get your neck. This applies to when you want to sew turtleneck. And make sure it is sitting at this point of your neck. It is relaxing at the lower part of your neck and not like this. It should relax at the lower part of your neck like this. So you can see it is relaxing at the lower part of your neck. So after getting your neck circumference, what you are going to get next is your across chest and your across back. So your across chest now, it is starting from this point here. So if you stand as she's standing like this now, there is a point that is dividing the chest to the hand. This point here, it is like an eye. That is where I'm getting my measurement from. So from that point now, you call it your chest, across chest. So your across chest now is starting from that point to this other side. So from this side, from this side to this other side. That is where we are getting our across chest, then back, come back. So your across back, you are still getting it from that point at your back here. You will still see that point that looks like eye there. You are getting it from that point to the other point. That is where you are getting as your across back. So after getting that, you are going to get your front shoulder. You are going to get your front shoulder just like this. Front shoulder just like this. And it should sit on the shoulder as I told you earlier. Please make sure you get it to sit at the right shoulder, at the shoulder. So you can tell your client to raise a hand like this. Then this point here, you are seeing here, this point now, that is your shoulder measurement. So after getting your front shoulder, what you're going to do next now is to get your back shoulder. We have front and back shoulder. You get your back shoulder. So after getting your back shoulder, what we are going to get next now is our nape line. And before, okay, so now I want to get my nape to waistline. After getting my back shoulder, the next thing we are going to get now is our nape to waistline. And to get your nape to waistline, a nape to waistline. And what do I mean by nape to waistline? Come back. Your nape to waistline now is this your bone here, this your spinal cord. That exact bone you find at that your spinal cord, that is your nape to your waist. And how do you come about your waist? How to come about your waist now? You tell your client to bend one side. So please bend one side like this. So you count. If she bends like this, you count from the up part. You count 1, 2. The second part is our waistline. So I will count 1, 2. So at that point there, that is where I am going to pass my tape from. So that is our waistline. So you must make sure you confirm this measurement. Bend again, let me see. Okay, yes. So, and you must make sure your back is also sitting accurately with your front. You must make sure it is sitting accurate. So what this nape to waist does, it clears that back folding. It clears that back folding when you wear clothes and the back is folded. It is because your nape to waist is not correct, which is your back measurement is not correct. That is why this back will be folding. So this now terminates that foldiness of the back. So you must make sure it is sitting accurately, which the waist is seated properly. That is one thing you must pay good attention to. So if it's sitting properly, now we can take our nape to waist measurement. So to get our nape to waist measurement now, I'm going to get from that point there, which is that bone there. So where my bias stop, that is where I'm going to get my nape to waist measurement. So after getting my nape to waist measurement, I'm going to get my full front length. So the next part I'm going to get now is for my full front length. Getting my full front length now, I will take from the shoulder to where this bias is stopping. So from my shoulder to where this bias is stopping, that is my full front length. So after getting my full front length, what I'm going to get now is arm. And getting your arm, if you want to sew off shoulder, this measurement will be applied to when you want to sew off shoulder. So to get your arm now, it's from this point where our measurements stop at this front and where this one stop at this front, at the back part. That is your arm. So we are going to connect from this point to this front point. So this is your arm measurement. This works for off shoulder. We are taking the full body measurement now. So this works for off shoulder. Then what we are going to do again now is to get our, after getting your arm, you get your round shoulder measurement. So after getting your round shoulder measurement now, what you are going to do next now is to get your bicep measurement. Bicep measurement now, I tell your client to raise a hand. Then you get